he forced my hand. My hand was forced, and one thing led to another, and next thing you know, somebody was stabbed. What's up, guys? Okay, so as you can tell by the title, this is gonna be a story time video. Now, I know what you're saying. Matt, you stabbed someone, why would you do that? You must be crazy. I'm just gonna put you at ease right now and let you know two things. Number one, they didn't lock me up. It's like, but, and number two, I had reason. There was a motive to my madness, okay? I did not just wake up that morning and go,
oh, it's a good day to stab somebody. This gonna be fun.
you know? I didn't do that. I was pushed to my limit, and he forced my hand. I'm gonna set the scene for you. Picture this. It's 4th grade, okay? First period English. Now, very important to note, I had little to no friends. I probably had like 3 friends. We were the unpopular kids, you know, not really, just not well, generally disliked. You know how people be like, oh, I'm generally well liked. We were the generally disliked people. There was no reason besides the fact that some of us were weird, and then there was just me who was like, I'm just here and everybody hates me and I don't know why. Basically, what happened was we're sitting in class working on some worksheets or a worksheet, and I'm working on my worksheet at my desk. Now, the way the desks were set up, which is how I think they were at a lot of schools, is desk right here, desk directly in front, desk right here, desk directly in front, and then you got like the little head of the table desk. Now, I didn't have a particular issue with the kid who I ended up stabbing. We were cordial, I guess. Like, he wasn't one of my main, tormentors. One of the main people who I was like, yes, they can't stand me. I don't know why, they can't stand me, That wasn't him. He was just like another person. Like, it wasn't like, oh, he doesn't like me. It was just kind of like, it is what it is, and I was fine with that. As many as people I could get to be neutral, I was fine with. But today, that day, not today, took a turn for the worse. Basically, we're sitting on the desk, and this was my number one pet peeve back in elementary school, man. I like my space, always have, always will. One thing I hated was sitting at those desks. This is the end of my desk, the beginning of your desk. This ain't the beginning of your desk. This ain't the beginning of your desk. This is the beginning of your desk. Do not cross those lines, because there will be issues. If I can't with that, that's my...
Makes me so mad because
So why do you need to be in my space? Why can't you just have your own space? The desks are the same size, okay? You have your desk, I will have my desk. We don't have to trespass. So this particular day, I guess DeAndre, that's the boy who I stabbed. I'm gonna say stabbed because I didn't really stab. I mean, technically speaking, I did, but I didn't stab him. So basically what happened was, he just, I guess, was feeling claustrophobic this day. He felt like he needed more space. So he takes our nice divided desk, this desk, and he decides he needs more space. So he splays his stuff across his desk, making it so that my stuff has been pushed back. Now I'm feeling claustrophobic. I'm like, first of all, you broke the unspoken rule that this is my desk and that's your desk and you need to mind your manners. So I was like, I'm just gonna be really subtle about this. I'm not gonna be loud. Because I know if a scene breaks out in this classroom, I have nobody to be on my side. I have nobody to fight for me. Not even the teachers wanted to fight for me. And I was a good student, okay? I never got in any trouble. That was the type of student that I was. And so I said, okay, I'm not gonna cuss. I'm just gonna do a little bit of an arm shift. Just a little, okay, just a little. You know, just a little bit, just to move his stuff back and to get my space back. And so basically I did that, and I guess that he noticed, and he took that as me challenging him. In reality, I was not challenging him. I just wanted my space back because I did not like having enough space to do my work. You know what I mean? I need that wing room. You know, I need that to be able to stretch my arms and do what I want to do, you know what I mean? And he was in my way. So I just, you know, nudged his stuff a little bit, and he looked at me and he goes, and he moves the stuff again. So I said, oh, word, DeAndre? Word? Is that how we're gonna, this how you want to do things, DeAndre? Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So I take my arm right on back and I go, I move it back. I say, excuse you. And so this time he comes back with a harder push. And he goes, boom. My stuff, some of it, falls off the table. And I say, oh, word, DeAndre? Oh, word, DeAndre? Okay, that's how we want to get down? Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I pick my books back up on the table. I go, boom, push his stuff. Some of his stuff falls off his desk, just like some of mine did. It wasn't that much of a power move, but in my head, I was like,
you want to play mind games, DeAndre? You want to play mind games? Call me the queen of mind games, DeAndre, because I'm all up in your brain. I'm all up in it, and I'm messing around. I'm flipping desks. I'm messing up files. I'm switching stuff. I'm the queen of mind games, DeAndre.
And so eventually we're at a standstill. Both of us are trying to push each other's stuff off the desk at the same time. I'm pushing, he's pushing, I'm pushing, he's pushing. The teacher comes over and says,
what's going on?
Not the teacher, but one of the assistant teachers. And I say, he keeps trying to push my stuff off the desk.
He said, no, she trying to push my stuff off the desk.
We tell her whatever. And she just goes,
do your work.
The number one teacher, freaking end all be all problem solver. Here's my one question though. How did you telling somebody who's having an issue with somebody, do your work, solve the issue? But I was like,
just do your work.
She wants me to just do my work. With what space, lady? With what space? And so we just look at her, we're like, okay, as soon as she leaves, we back at it again. My desk, your desk, my desk, your desk, whatever. We go back on that. And then DeAndre's like,
you know what? I want to get her hands off of this desk.
So he started playing dirty. He's not relying on his strength anymore. He starts either, I don't remember which one it was. It was either pinching my hands or he was like punching my hands. Just kept pushing, I kept pushing, and he's like hitting my hands, trying to get my hands off of his stuff. And I was just like, he wants to hit me. You want to hit me? I'm not going to do anything because I'm 9 years old and shy and I'm not built to fight. I'm not built for confrontation, but you got me in this confrontation. What can I do to make sure that I win this situation? Okay, all eyes are on me. Everybody's looking at the situation. They're snickering, they're laughing, and I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? None of these people like me. Nobody's going to help me. Nobody's going to be like,
DeAndre, leave her alone.
Nobody's going to help me. So I'm like, here's what I do. I'm going to threaten him. I'm going to threaten him. I said,
DeAndre, if you hit me one more time,
I'm going to stab you. And he's like, I'm going to stab you with my pencil. That's what I said. And he's like, he's looking at me. Everybody's laughing at what I said. They think it's hilarious. He does it one more time. Pick up my little red pencil. And I said, right in his little hand. And he said, and everybody was like,
oh my gosh, you're going to give him lead poisoning. He's going to die. He's going to have to go to the hospital. He's going to die because you stabbed him with a pencil. And he's going to die because of lead poisoning. You get lead poisoning. And blah, 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 blah.
And I just was like, he's not going to die because they don't put lead in pencils anymore. It's graphite. So he's not gonna die. He will be okay, okay? Y'all are tripping. Y'all are on 1,000 right now. And so somehow the teacher, because all the commotion, comes over. She's like, what happened? He's like,
She stabbed me with a pencil.
and I'm like, because I already know this lady was not that fond of me. I don't know why. I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was like, my mom's gonna kill me. And so then she's like,
Both of y'all, go to the office now.
and I'm like, that's it, that's all. That's the end all be all. I'm going to die. I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. All because of you, DeAndre. I was thinking in my head, I was like, I'm gonna stab him for real. Because he's playing with my livelihood. Do you know my record? Clean as a whistle. My record has never been touched. Okay, and DeAndre was to come along and threaten that, it was gonna be over for him. So we're walking to the office, and out the corner of my eye, what do I see? But DeAndre, the rat himself, squeezing the little tiny hole. It was a little tiny hole, okay? It was nothing serious. It was nothing like detrimental to his life. He wasn't gonna die, but he was like squeezing his hand. He was like, oh my
gosh, I gotta make this look serious. I gotta make this look serious.
I was like, ooh. I'm just thinking in my head, like, he's got a game plan. I don't even have a game plan. Like, DeAndre, I gotta admit, like, he's better at this than me. Like, I'm not good at getting in trouble and going to the office and lying. Like, sorry, I'm not a rat. I'm kidding. Me and DeAndre became friends later. Well, I thought we were friends. I don't know. So, basically, we get to the office. I'm crying. Like, crying. And let me tell you, if I couldn't do nothing else, your girl could cry. I was crying. My eyes were like a faucet, just big old tears, multiple ones pouring out of my eyes. Literally, if somebody held me like this, you'd be able to wash your hands, because my eyes were, I was crying. Within seconds, my eyes are beet red, like bright freaking red. And so I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I was just so upset. I was like, he's a liar, okay? The teacher didn't help when she first came around, okay? And I told her, this is what's going on. She just like, didn't work. How does that help? So now I'm sitting here in the office. They already called my mama, and my mom's gonna be, she has to go away from work. Anytime somebody calls her at work from school, it's over. It don't matter for what. She's already gonna be mad. And so I'm like, oh, my mom is gonna murder me. The principal's gonna look at me like differently, because you know I was actually pretty cool with the principal. The principal's gonna look at me like,
Maddie, I thought you were a good girl. Looks like you're on the road to becoming a murderer who's not gonna get into college.
and I was just like, I was so freaking upset. And so we get in the office, and I'm sitting down, and they're on the phone with my mom. The principal's like, what happened? And I'm like, he's sorry. She can't even understand what's going on. She's like, okay. She asked DeAndre what happened. And he's like, she stabbed me with a pencil. She stabbed me with a pencil. And I'm like, I started crying even harder. And she's looking like, you stabbed him? Why are you crying? And I just like, it was not a fun time for me. And so basically, my mom gets there, his mom and dad get there, and I'm just sitting in the office bawling my eyes out. He's just sitting there looking like all satisfied. I just wanted to, I wanted to stab him for real, okay? I was so sad because I felt so hopeless. I'm like, I'm really gonna get in trouble for this. Like, I might even get a charge. And they talked to me like, they're like, you can't, that's not how you deal with situations, all that. But what was most important to me, what really stood out to me in that moment, was that DeAndre got in trouble, okay, by the principal, my mom, his mom, and his dad, okay? And all I got was a little talking to because I was just a victim. I really was a victim. Like, he started it. I'm sorry. And I did, to be fair, I did say a clear, proper warning. If you do that one more time, some stabbing-like situations will occur. And what did he do? He wanted to test my gangster. He wanted to test how about it I was. And looky there, who has a hole in their hand now? 'Tis you, DeAndre. You are the one with the hole in your hand. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. There we go. Point blank period. And so we're sitting in the office, and I'm like, and they're like, why did you stab him though? And I'm like, I just wanted him to stop hitting me. And then everybody's mood changed, bruh. My mom's face goes from, look at her, she's looking at me like, really? Really? You got me coming to school? Really? Because you stabbed somebody? Really? Really? And so his parents just go, let me find out my little boy's hitting a little girl. Oh no, lights, camera, action, because it's about to go down. I'm like, yeah, like, I just wanted him to stop hitting me. That's all. Like, that's the only reason why I stabbed him. I wouldn't have stabbed him if he stopped. Of course I wouldn't. I would have just been like, thank you. Then my work feeling like, but instead he made me stab him, and that will always weigh on my conscience. Like, no. So basically, my mom was like, when you grow up, you want to have a wife, don't you? And he's like, yes. And she's like, are you gonna hit your wife when she does something you don't like? And he's like, no. And he's like, so why are you hitting other females? And his parents were like, exactly, I didn't teach you that. And I was like, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. But for some reason, I'm still crying. So my principal told me, she said, go clean yourself up. I go to the bathroom, I wipe my eyes off. Even though I'm still crying, I dry my face off because my face was drenched. I don't know if I was the only one who did this when I was little, but when I was little and I would cry, I wouldn't wipe my face off. You know when you cry and you're just kind of like, you know, you try to windshield wipe the tears away as they're coming down. Like, you just kind of like, When I was little, I used to just let it fall. I just let it fall, and it's like, it was so ugly, bro. It was so ugly, and it wasn't cute. And so she told me, go clean yourself. I cleaned myself. My mom was like, the meeting was over. My mom was like, I'm gonna take you home because it seemed like you had a long day. And I was like, I had a long day, and it's only first period. So we get home, and of course, y'all know how moms be. She was on the phone. Every time somebody was on the phone, she's telling them,
guess who I had to pick up today because they stabbed somebody? Guess who I had to pick up today because he stabbed somebody?
And they were like, oh my God, Maddie. Every time they see me, you stabbed somebody. Girl, you crazy. You stabbed somebody. Girl, you crazy. And I was like, period. And I'll do it again. That was a situation, okay? And I remember, this is the funny part. 6th grade, my elementary school went up to 6th grade, and there was this there was a ceremony, like a bridging ceremony, that because we were bridging over to middle school. And so we were in our classroom, you know, just reminiscing about old times, and 2 things were brought up that really just like made me they're like, Maddie, do you remember that one time in 4th grade you stabbed DeAndre? And I was like, I do. It wasn't a fun situation. And then like, Maddie, do you remember that one time you fought Violet? I'm like, I do. Again, not a good situation. Like, you ever think back on something you did and you cringe? Like, some of the, not the stabbing situation. That one's just funny to me because I'm like, I was crazy. Why? What type of kid literally stabs somebody with a pencil because over a desk? Like, that's so petty. But at the time, I meant business and I was not playing around. And I was like, anybody else want it? You can get stabbed too. Moral of the story. It's like, no. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Moral of the story, problem solving is an important skill to have as both a student and a teacher. It prevents a lot of issues. So go out and problem solve. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and do your best today.